Okay, a quick weather update I'm doing here. Right, satellite loop time. There's a storm inbound to the United Kingdom right now. So here's a quick update for you. The satellite loop here shows quite a complex sort of situation in the Atlantic right now. There's a very strong jet stream coming across the Atlantic. It is connected with the current extremely cold air, which is located across the United States. The winter storms they've been getting over there, and it's really fueling up the Atlantic, and the result for the UK and perhaps other parts of Europe as well is going to be a very stormy period coming up. So this satellite loop here, you need to pay attention in this area right here. Nothing much appears to be happening to begin with, but you watch as the animation progresses. There's an area of low pressure out here, and it's beginning to rapidly deepen. So if I pause it at this point, this is what's happening. Warm air is getting pulled in this side of the depression, and very cold air is getting pulled down like this. The two air masses are wrapping around each other and helping to fuel the developing area of low pressure. So continue the animation, watch what happens here. You see a very pronounced hook shape developing here, and the cloud head here. As time goes by, this is a rapidly deepening area of low pressure here. And there it is, swirling just out to the west of Ireland. And this is a weather front here, very heavy rain on it, and some very strong winds starting to wrap around this thing now. Go right to the end of the sequence and you will see this thing developing. We're right at the end of the sequence now. I see another hook shape going on up here, but this is the storm developing here, and that's what it looks like as of the latest image. So what's generally going to be expected going through, it's currently 4 PM on the 18th of December, and what's generally expected this evening, gale force winds, gusts up to 60 miles an hour, will be for the English Channel and up the western side, southwest England, Wales. I would imagine the winds will be particularly strong and gusty in this particular rain band here, which is currently draped across Ireland. And then later on, this wraparound, you see this is a wraparound here, this low pressure system here. Very tightly packed isobars usually tend to be just on the southern and southeastern side of these low pressure systems. So if you can imagine this progressing forward in time, this thing is going to gradually move in this sort of direction like this. The very strong winds wrapping around the southern side of this depression is going to take even stronger winds. They're talking gusts, widespread gusts to 80 miles an hour, and in very exposed locations maybe 90 miles an hour or more gusts. For Northern Ireland, and then later on those very strong winds will progress up the western side of Scotland and up into western parts of Scotland. So the Met Office have got an amber wind warning out now, especially for the northwest of the UK. So once again we're looking at another potent storm system really bombing out there. And in the wake of this storm system, much colder air feeding down the backside, and you see all the speckles out here. These are all the squally, wintry showers which are set to follow on behind in the wake of this particular low pressure system. And as discussed in a recent previous video that I've done, this is only the beginning of a whole succession of storm systems that could potentially affect the UK. So very turbulent period coming, and these showers tucking in behind has got everything, including the kitchen sink, in them. By the way, there's talk of snow, there's talk of hail, there's talk of thunder. So I would imagine the majority of the snow is going to fall on high ground, mostly in the northern side of the UK. But even a bit of winteriness is being mentioned at the moment, even across the moors, the high ground of southwest England. So the squally showers packing in behind are going to pack quite a punch as well. They could have hail, snow, sleet, and thunder in them, along with still some very blustery winds. So, as an update, music in the background, by the way, is Cosmic Radio. I seem to have lost the player there, but the Cosmic Radio and the playlist shows the current track playing across the top of the VLC media player. Alchemistic technological nightmare. And I'll see you in the next video. There will probably be more weather related updates because it's an extremely volatile period we appear to be entering at the moment in terms of the weather.